What up, guys? Alchemist and I have something nice for you. Where do I begin? Y'all seen the beginning footage inside Mythic. I was literally using only primary. I didn't touch my special weapon or machine gun, heavy, whatever weapon in this build. Even in the top right corner for you guys, in that portal run, solo portal run, -50. You see the skulls on the head and whatnot. I used only my primary weapon in this build, just to showcase you all how broken this build is. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason. So, first off, I think the best thing I should do is show you guys the build on what makes it insane. This build allow us to do infinite turrets. So if I just shoot him, you know, and whatnot, boom, already got my next stasis turret. And the more turrets we get out there, the easier it is to get even more grenade energy. Next turret already out. And it's an infinite loop. Usually people make regular stasis turret. This is Rime-Coat stasis turret. And to make this even more broken, we get our super quick in this build. Another one up. So that's the build. Just showing you guys. We got like freaking 3 stasis turrets out here. Oh, 4, my bad. My bad. It would have been 4. I didn't throw it out there. But we got infinite turrets in this build. They pop up non-stop. And there go another one. So that's the build. Just wanted to show you guys the magic behind it before we continue in the video. And then another one. Alright, just wanted to show you guys the magic, okay? Now, the exotic we're using is Rime-Coat Raiment. Rime-Coat Raiment make it that our stasis turret get empowered, juiced up than the regular stasis turret. It says your Bleak Watcher turrets are enhanced with extended range and are surrounded by stasis crystals in a storm, as y'all seen. While standing in the storm, you are granted icicles over time. Icicles activate when you fire your weapons, applying slow to targets they hit. The great thing about that perk is we're gonna use our super up, right? Use our super up real quick. So if I put out a stasis turret and I just shoot at this robot, I got Bleak Domain, which making that a stasis crystal. You see that floating orb on my right, top right corner, whatever? It shoots with me, does extra damage, it slows. It's actually kind of insane. But look at that super bar. Just look at that super bar. Just look how quick that super bar goes up. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Boom, super. It's insane. It's insane in the membrane, bro. Alright. Now, that's showcasing that. The weapon we're using in this build that is very important. You cannot use anything else. So I hope you have it. Wicked Implement. This is my baby right here, bro. This is my baby. Me, it's a love-hate relationship here. So sometimes I love this scout rifle. Sometimes I'm like, bro, you need to do more damage. It does wonders on Warlocks, man. Okay, so first of all, its exotic perk is rapidly landing, creeping attrition. Rapidly landing precision hits causes targets to become slow, so it stun overload champions. While you have creeping attrition active, destroying stasis crystals or landing precision final blows create a stasis shard. The stasis shard returns to you. Collecting stasis shards refills the magazine. So if you see, when I do have my stasis turret out here, it makes crystals, right? If I shoot the crystal, we can implement. That crystal attracts to me and picks it up. So I don't have to go pick up my crystals, my shards at all in this build, which is amazing for the reason why we're able to spam stasis crystals non-stop. Then the exotic perk making that precision final blows make stasis crystals, aka headstone. So now whenever we kill an enemy, it'll leave a crystal out there. Then we can shoot the crystal to make a shard, another shard, and then we absorb that, okay? And then stasis shards also overflows the magazine on this weapon, so you will never have to reload this weapon. As y'all can see, I'm at 45 with this weapon, which is not the regular magazine size of this weapon. The regular magazine size is 20. So yeah, it's insane. You just hold the trigger with this goddamn gun. Okay, now your energy and heavy can be whatever you want, but I highly recommend it to be solar, because the just like I showed you guys, when I'm standing inside the stasis turret, I get them crystals, right? I get the bleak domain crystals. So if I shoot my heavy or my energy weapon, the crystal gonna shoot with me, which causes them to be slowed, when making that I get that extra damage from cauterized darkness immediately from the artifact. Immediately. So that's why you want to have solar weapons on, because this allows you to automatically get that 30% 24/7 while you're inside the domain of the Bleak Watcher. That's an insane combo this season. Insane. Artifact. I feel like I have to go on an artifact because it's the reason why we able to spam the stasis turret. Okay. In the second column, we have one with frost, which increase our reload speed and stability. We won't be really reloading with Wicked Implement. This just increase the stability of Wicked Implement. And we got on Flame, Fiber, and Freeze for Siphon mod, right? For the solar and stasis Siphon mod for thermodynamic, right? Third column, you want Fever and Chill on. So when you get in precision hits or the 3 rapid kills with Wicked Implement, you get Frost Armor. Even though you mostly gonna have Frost Armor non-stop from all the shards you're collecting in this build, but this will help reset the timer whenever you getting just multiple precision hits non-stop with it, which you're gonna be aiming for on purpose anyway. You want to have Frost Renewal on, so if you ever do get red health, it'll freeze pulse around you and get your Frost Armor back. The freeze pulse will freeze enemies near you, okay? This is the main important mod artifact perk in this build, and the reason why we're able to do what we're doing in this build. Refresh Threads is the reason why we're able to spam our stasis turrets non-stop. Refresh Thread says picking up an elemental pickup matching your subclass element or tangle while you have a strand super on energy grants you energy to your least charged ability. We have a stasis super on and we're making stasis shards infinitely. So anytime that we use our stasis turret, any stasis shard we pick up will give us grenade energy. Even though stasis shards give melee energy, if you didn't know that, if you go over here to inside the subclass, you see right here it says stasis shards. A small shard of stasis matter that can be collected to restore melee energy. Stasis shards give melee energy, but because of that artifact perk, as long as we don't use our rift and our melee, every stasis shard will give us grenade energy. So just look at my grenade stat. It's just going up non-stop from all the shards I'm getting, and that's the reason why we're able to spam with this build. That's the reason. It's all because of the stasis shards. They come to me, boom. That's the reason. So in this build, you want to purposely not use your melee and rift, so that your grenade ability is always the least charged ability on your character, so that you're able to spam stasis shards all day. Now, if you do need to use any ability, like you're fighting a boss or something, as you see in my gameplay footage, use your use your rift. The next artifact perk you want is Semi-Auto Striker. If you have fewer than 2 stacks of armor charge, rapidly precision shots with a bow, sniper, or scout rifle generate armor charges. So as you can see, I got 2, right? I'm gonna throw my grenade to use the armor charges, and then I'm gonna shoot this robot again to get my armor charges back again. Okay, so that's great synergy for the armor mods we're running in this build, so you want to have this on as well. Fourth column, Cauterized Darkness. I already told you guys why you got the stasis turret out there. You shoot with your solar weapons, they automatically get 30% 24/7 because they getting slow with every shot you do. Last column, you want Elemental Overdrive. While you get a elemental pickup, you get 10% extra damage for whatever element that elemental pickup is. Ours is Stasis Shard, so this gives Wicked Implement 10% extra damage 24/7 in this build, because you're always going to be picking up Stasis Shards non-stop. And then we got Frigid Glare on, so whenever we get a precision final blow, it'll do a frost post. In case the enemies don't get hit by the headstone to freeze them, the post will freeze them. So just more freeze potential in this build, so we get more shards when we kill or shatter any enemies that's frozen. Subclass. This is important. Healing Rift for survivability. Okay, we do not need Empowerment Rift in this build unless you're in a lower end content and you know you don't need to be healing. Then by all means, go Empowerment Rift. But as I told you guys, we mostly won't be using our Rift or our melee in this build in order for us to be able to spam our stasis turrets quicker and, you know, just deadlier, right? Burst Glide, Phenomenal Blast. Your grenade does not matter. Even though Dust Field Grenade got the least cooldown, your grenade does not matter. When you're using Bleak Watcher, they automatically give you the same cooldown timer as Glacial Grenade. So it doesn't matter. But we're negating freaking cooldown times anyway. It don't even matter what it is. Alright, you want Glacial Harvest. So freezing targets create stasis shards around the frozen target. Higher tier combatants create more shards. If they red name, they make 1 shard. If they like an orange yellow name, they make 2 shards. And if it's a boss, they make 3 shards. While Glacial Harvest is equipped, picking up stasis shards grant frost armor. So as you can see, if I freeze this enemy right here, bop, 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 the moment he get frozen, 2 shards are made. It's that simple. You just gotta freeze. So every time your turret is freezing somebody out there, it's making shards. Post edit Alchemist here. Forgot to mention, October 7th, Bungie is changing the stasis shard aspects on every class, where basically it's no longer an internal cooldown on the aspect. Usually you can only make like 10 shards and then you gotta wait an internal cooldown to make more shards. Bungie is taking away that cooldown. So this build gonna be even more broken on October 7th, when we can literally make infinite stasis shards creations non-stop. So there will be no downtime for this build, and Warlocks are getting that 5% grenade damage and 10% grenade regen, I believe, on them October 7th. And our grenade stack gonna buff the, I guess, the damage up of stasis turrets. Stasis turrets don't really do damage, but maybe the shatter get buffed up from them. I don't know, but yeah, this build gonna be even more insane October 7th. I would not be surprised if Bungie catch wind of this build. I would not be surprised if Bungie nerf this artifact perk. But back to the regular video. You already seen Bleak Watcher. We're holding the grenade button to throw it out there, and then it makes the turret for us. Fragments. This is very important. Whisper Rending. Primary ammo weapons do increased damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets. This is allowing our Wicked Implement to destroy crystals with 1 shot, and allowing us to do 50% damage to enemies that are frozen. So this is very important to have on. Second fragment you want to have on is Whisper of Shards. Shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Increase your grenade recharge rate by 500%. So you want to purposely shoot your crystal that your Bleak Watcher made to get that timer. The more crystal you make, the higher the timer goes. The timer max is 11 seconds. So make sure you always destroy them crystals that your Bleak Watcher is making. Not only to get a stasis shard, but also to get this fragment buff going. Third fragment you want is Whisper Conduction. You do not want to be over here trying to run to pick up your shards. It will ruin your gameplay loop. So this allows your crystals to attract to you within 15 meters. So you don't have to worry about it. Again, stasis crystals give you health as well. The small ones give you 10 health. The big ones give you 20 health. It's all based on the rank of enemy you kill and stuff. So if you're getting multiple shards, that's more than just 10 health you're getting. You're getting like 30 health and like 50 health randomly and stuff. So very important. Then our last fragment is Whisper of Rime. This gives us 8 frost armor stacks. 8 frost armor stack is 50% damage reduction. So while you got this on at ×8 in a healing rift, you're dang near almost unkillable, okay? And then even if your health going low, as you get them stasis shards, they replenishing your health back up, and your rift be giving you an overshield if you stand low enough. You're dang near unkillable. Now, I only recommend Whisper of Rime when you're in harder in content, and I want to display that to you guys. Y'all seen the beginning of it, but I'm sure y'all in shooting range. But you want Whisper of Rime for survivability and harder in content, so that the enemies really can't do anything to you. But when you're in easier content, I recommend 2 different fragments if you're in easier content. The first fragment is Whisper Endurance. It says slow that you apply to targets lasts longer. We're not worried about that part. We worry about the second part. For those abilities that linger, their duration will also increase. Stasis turrets stay out there for 25 seconds. With this fragment on, it stays on for 5 more seconds, so it stay out there for 30 seconds. So when you're in easier content, if you want your turrets to stay out there even longer, go Whisper Endurance, and your turrets, you'll have even more turrets out there uptime. Or you can go with what's it called? There's a fragment that says if you take damage while you have Frost Armor on, you get grenade energy. Here you go. Whisper of Torment. You gain grenade energy each time you take damage from targets. Having Frost Armor increase the amount of energy. I believe on its own it's like 7-10%, but then when you got Frost Armor on, it goes up to 17%. The internal cooldown on this fragment is 1 second, so it procs a lot when you're hard to end content enemy shooting at you. But I don't recommend this in hard to end content compared to you having ×8 Frost Armor. It's possible, but I just recommend the ×8 Frost Armor. But it is possible, to let you guys know. But in easier content, you can throw this on, and this will give you uptime on your stasis turrets even more. So, just to give you guys a good example, if I put in the Hive Knights, I'm gonna do Boomer Knights and have them all just shooting crazy, right? Well, nah, we're gonna do Tormentors. We're gonna make them very, very tanky and whatnot, very strong and tanky. So if right now I got the ×8 Whisper, the ×8 Frost Armor on, right? So if I activate them, and then I'll go right here, activate my Rift. They over here knocking me around. It's okay, right? I activated my Rift, all because I just wanted the healing. What's going on right now? There you go. We still making it. Activate his Rift. Alright. We're more comfortable now. They're doing some weird ish. But shoots me from a distance and whatnot. Right? You'll see all those crystals over there. I'm finna run over there. I do not care. Right? You see, I never have to reload. That's the crazy part too. Throw out another one. Right now, I don't feel like I need a Rift, so I'm not gonna pop it. We just gonna get the uptime on our turret. Throw another one out. And we're good. You see, even though they're doing all that craziness, I survived. And I was still able to spam my turrets nonstop. Got 3 out there. So, again, this is an unrealistic situation. You would never fight that many Tormentors. But that's a good example of Frost Armor making you tankier. Now, if we change the fragment up to the one where you take damage, right? If we take Rime-Off and go to Torment, this is called Rime, right? If we take Rime-Off and go to Torment and redo that scenario, you'll see how switcher we is. But you'll be noticing also too how quick we get our grenade back. So I'm gonna throw them in here, throw this out here. Right now in this situation, I have to throw my Rift out. I have to, because then we're just gonna die. But you see how quick I got my grenade back again because they're doing the damage, right? They froze me. I'm gonna throw a stasis turret at them, and you want to do that too. You want to throw your stasis turret at them, because then they make shards from getting frozen immediately, and you just run over and pick them up. And then we got another stasis shard from them damaging me. I said stasis turret. Right? And you see, both work. Both styles work. It's all based on which one you want to do. All based on which one you prefer. Whether you want the ×8 Frost Armor, or do you want to do the one where you take damage and you get grenade energy. All up to you. Now you're probably like, hey, this worked smoother, Alchemist. Shoot, screw that ×8 Frost Armor. Again, this is an unrealistic situation. In like harder end content, the enemies are more spaced out and stuff. So you and shooting you from multiple directions and whatnot. So I prefer the ×8 Frost Armor for more survivability. But all up to you. If you feel like you can, awareness levels is up there and stuff, then go with Torment. But as y'all can see, you also get your turret back quick with having your ×8 freaking frost armor as well. So we're Whisper Rime. So dealer's choice. Now stats, easy. 100 grenade stat, 100 super stat, 100 class stat, 100 weapon stat. That's it. That's all you want. That's all you want. You want to be able to get your grenade back quick as possible. You want to get your super back and spam it as much as possible. Because every time you free somebody and shatter them, they make shards. So you can make you can actually make your stasis turret while you're in your super as well. So you want to do that. And I showed you how quick your super come back when you stand near a stasis turret and shooting. So yeah. Class ability, put your riff out in case you went fighting a boss or something. You just hold trigger while standing your riff and throwing out stasis turrets non-stop. And then weapon stat, just get the extra damage with your whisper, with your wicked implement. Now, mods. In the helmet, we got a thermodynamic siphon and a special ammo finder. I have one extra slot, so I just threw harmonic siphon on just to get some extra super energy from the ores I make with wicked implement. But yeah, thermodynamic siphon and special ammo finder. And our RPs, we got 3 grenade kickstarts. So whenever we use our grenade, we get some grenade energy back. Whenever we got armor charges on it. So as y'all seen, that's why we got the scout rifle artifact mod on with perk on. So whenever I want some armor charges, me getting precision hits, which you should be doing already in this build, you'll get your 2 armor charges. And then when you eat your stasis turret grenade to throw, or charge up your grenade to throw out the stasis turret, you'll get 25% of your grenade ability back already. So that's why we got 3 grenade kickstarts on with that artifact perk, making that scout rifle give us armor charges. Chest piece, we just got resist mods on. Leg piece, we got better already on, and then we purposely got innovation on and ores restoration on. So now we pick up ore power. Not only do we get ability energy for our grenade, we also getting more ability energy for our grenade, because the grenade should be our least charged ability on the build at the moment, because we're not trying to use our riff in melee as much as possible. We're trying to make sure we never use our riff in melee and just use grenade non-stop. Again, only pop your riff when you're surrounded by a lot of enemies or you're fighting a boss. When you're fighting a boss, you can make a lot of shards from the boss, because the boss will always make 3 stasis shards, meaning you can spam your stasis turrets on them non-stop, which y'all seen in my footage at the beginning. Class item, we got Reaper. So whenever we pop a class ability, we can kill somebody and get an orb. We got Bomber on, gives us grenade energy whenever we do pop our riff. And we got Distribution on, so whenever we are close to enemy, because we know we're not dying and stuff, we can get some ability from all ability uptime from popping our riff near a group of enemies. And just to show you guys what I mean about the boss, if I put out freaking Greg right here, right? If I put out Greg and then I freeze Greg, y'all gonna see Greg gonna make 3 orbs for me. So I'm gonna put out this on purpose, near him on purpose, so he get frozen immediately, make 3 shards for us. 3 shards get sucked up. I can shoot these, and then I can just really just hip fire all day on Greg, and just know I'm finna get some goddamn ability energy for my goddamn riff and turret. And then already up again, put another one out, and then you throw another riff out if you need to. As you can see, first turret just disappeared, and we are finna get another goddamn grenade again, turret, right? And you can do this combo non-stop, which y'all seen in my foot in the top right, and as y'all seen I was doing on the Fallen Walker. So that's just a good example. Okay, your riff stays out there almost as long as your goddamn turret, or sometimes just the same amount. So it's really that simple. It's really that simple. Okay, guys, just make sure you walk up, make sure you get those stasis shards, and you can repeat it all over again. You see, I got both of them back already, and riff not even going yet. So that will be your gameplay loop. Okay, if you're ever fighting some boss, fighting these regular enemies, you don't need your riff. Just throw as many goddamn stasis turrets out there as much as possible. Anyway, that's the build. I love this build. Freaking insane. Highly recommend it to you all. I don't know what armor set you would match with this build. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't even know if there is an armor set you would match with this build. But yeah, love you guys. Appreciate it as always. And until next time, and I hope you guys enjoying the Warlock builds. And until next time, stay up.